Today we're going to be going over how Bezlio can be used as a tool to enable your remote sales staff to utilize and interact with Epicor CRM data, all from the Bezlio interface, which will enable them to access it from any device, from anywhere, securely. So you can see I'm logged in here to my Bezlio interface, and what we're looking at here when we first come in is a little map view. And in that map view, I can see a pin dropped where my current location is. So I'm currently located in Wadsworth, Ohio. And as I pan around on the map, we'll see additional pins placed where there's additional accounts near me. All these accounts are accounts that have been associated with my email address within Epicor, according to the sales rep record. So all the records that I've got listed here, I happen to have associated my email address with a sales rep called Penny Lane in the Epicor demo database. And within, all the pins, you can click on them and we'll pull up whatever information we have available to us on that particular record. So on this one, all I have is the customer's name and their address. But you might have other customers where you have more details available to you, and we'll see some of those in a moment here. In addition to panning around on the map, you also have the opportunity to come up and search for customers in the search box here. And when you use the search box, it has a type ahead feature, so it's automatically going to start suggesting matching accounts as you start narrowing down your text. And when you click on one of those, what will happen is it'll automatically jump the map to that location, and you'll see a pop-up showing all their details. As you can see on this one, we have a fair amount of additional information. We have the full address, the contacts with their phone numbers, and also email addresses. What's nice about how we've configured the information on this panel here is that you can actually click on various bits of this information and it'll cause meaningful things to occur. So for example, if I click on this address, it'll actually pop up a Google Maps map for me that I could use for GPS navigation to that customer site. Same deal with the phone number. If I click this phone number and I was on a smartphone, it would auto dial that number for me. And if I clicked an email address, it would auto load my default email client with a new message addressed to this person. In addition to typing in the search box here, you also have an actual grid listing all of your accounts that's sortable. Right now we only have the name and the last contact listed in this sortable grid here, but additional bits of information can be added as are relevant to your sales staff for locating the accounts they're interested in locating. But in short, anytime you would select a record in here, it's going to do the exact same thing as if you typed it. It will jump on the map to it and bring up all their details here. Now, there's only so much information we're able to put on this screen here. So for that reason, we've actually created a second screen called Customer Details. And on the Customer Details screen, you get a little bit more detailed view for the account that you're currently looking at. Up at the header portion, we have various high-level bits of information. And just like with the grid, this can be configured to add additional fields if there's additional meaningful data for you to show here. And then we have a second set of tabs listed here. Now, the first tab we're looking at is the CRM history. These are the Epicor CRM call logs for this particular account. And as you scroll down, you can see we have them listed with the newest to the oldest. And you also have the opportunity here to add your own CRM call log. So you can type whatever you wish in this box and hit add entry. And what will happen at this point is whenever I've clicked that, it's actually going out to Epicor, logging in, writing that CRM call, and then logging back out. So we're only using an Epicor license for that very short period of time to do that. And if I was to pull into Epicor now and look at this customer record, let me just hit refresh on them here and hit the call log. You'll see it's written this call exactly the same as if it had been written manually within the Epicor client. We also have a tab in here for invoices. This grid does not have a lot of columns being presented currently. It's just number of invoices, the date, and the amount. As the repeating narrative throughout this, if there's additional columns you wish to have in here, that's available to be added. The last tab here is inquiries. In queries is a spot for you to place any custom queries that you wish to associate to pull up custom data that's not already presented somewhere within this screen. So for example, I've added one called open quotes. And when I click on the query for open quotes, what it's going to do is it's going to run that query and it's going to return that data into a nice sortable grid for me here. So this one is, again, a very simple query I've written, which is quote number and the amount, and you can sort them. But this one is even more flexible in that you could really pull any data you could get within Epicor, you could easily turn into an inquiry and just add it to that list. Now, one of the most valuable features of any of this is that you don't need to be on a full desktop PC to utilize any of this, any of these nice features. So to illustrate that, I'm going to show you on a setup tab here where I'm using an emulator showing an iPhone 6 in portrait mode, which gives us about the smallest amount of screen real estate that we'd have on a lot of smaller devices nowadays. But the device and the application are fully usable even in this mode. So what you'll see on this, we had to switch to using icons as opposed to text for the tabs, but they're still there. And if you know what they are, then that's completely functional. You still have the same search box. You still have the same customer listing. And when you click on a customer, it's going to scroll down here and bring you up the exact same pop-up list to allow you to see all the information for this account. If you come to the details tab here, we have the same info, but it's just automatically realigned to fit a little bit better on the screen. But it's the same functionality and the same data. So that's kind of what we've got available for you here. This is certainly something that can evolve and will continue to evolve as we get feedback from additional customers. But we definitely feel this is one of those very valuable features for a lot of Epicor accounts that have their road warriors out there that just need to do some quick lookups of information before a meeting or want to log CRM calls a little bit more easily. This is one of the many benefits that you'll have from using Bezlio.